Speaking of Hong Kong, based on everything you just said, it doesn't look good for the people of Hong Kong. Or what do you think?
I think the people of Hong Kong, people always trash the millennials as they're lazy, they're unfocused, they want everything handed to them. I say, hey, look at the millennials in Hong Kong. Those young men and women are exactly what the patriots of 1776 were in the United States.
Okay.
They have the grit, they have the determination, they have the indefatigability. They are not going to back down. They've been tear gassed, they've been beaten, they've had rubber bullets shot at them, and time again they show up. I think they're heroes of the modern world. I think they deserve to be nominated for and win the Nobel Prize for Peace, because they have shown what free men and women will do to stand up against a totalitarian dictatorship. And they are a lesson, not just for this age, but for all ages. And that's why I think it's so remarkable what's going on. We are seeing history made in real time. And what's going on in Hong Kong every day is making history. And yes, the CCP eventually, I think, is going to say, hey, we've had enough of this, right? This is like Tiananmen. We've done it long enough, but you're not going to go back to work. You're not going to play by our rules. We're the Chinese Communist Party, and we can break you, and we will break you. And I have said, the moment they force the Chinese Communist Party to do that, the moment they force them for another Tiananmen, that's the beginning of the end of the Chinese Communist Party. The Chinese Communist Party, I don't think, can sustain in the modern world another Tiananmen.
It just strikes me as you say this, it's almost like, if we believe your scenario, that the Hong Kong protesters almost can't lose, because they either win it for themselves or they win it for everyone.
Well,
right?
Listen, it's easy to say theoretically when we're sitting in Washington,
right.
D.C. If you're in the streets and getting beaten and getting tear gassed and having your head broken open, or the young girl that had her eye put out with a rubber bullet, if it continues on, there'll be a lot more of that, because I don't think the Chinese Communist Party will back off their brutality. So I think it is a win for the ages, and I think it'll be a win for China. I think the freedom of China starts in Hong Kong. I think it's going to spread from there. That's why I think these kids, I say, they're exactly like the patriots in 1776. And this is why I tell every show I go on, I said, if you're an adult at home, and you've kind of given up on kids, or you've given up on the modern age, and you say, gosh, I wish I was back during the revolution. I really been motivated because I was seeing all these great patriots. You can see that today. Cut the TV on, go on YouTube, and have your kids watch what these kids in Hong Kong are doing. See how they're staying up for freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, freedom of speech. They're free market capitalists. Many of them are Christians. It's very motivating to see young people that are not prepared to back down in the face of totalitarian brutality.